I want to talk about margin in life, whether the margin be with money or your time or your effort. When I'm talking about margin, that's the gap between the most you can do versus the least you can do. And in certain areas of life, you want to maximize the most you can do. But if we're looking at money, you want margin. You want what you spend to be much less than what you make. You want to be able to have savings and investment and be able to give. You want to be able to not wake up and worry about whether you can pay your bills or whether you have enough money to get by for the week. You want to be able to live in a comfortable manner so that you reduce the stress and anxiety in your life. When it comes to time, we're all given the same amount of time, the same 24 hours a day, and how you choose to use that is up to you. But you want to make sure that you're maximizing that time, but you still want to have time left over to do the things you want to do the things that give you enjoyment and rest. We all have task lists that are long, and a lot of times those tasks don't bring forth a lot of return on that investment of your time. What are those things that, if you do them, will what's that 20? Everyone talks about the 80-20 rule, and there's probably some truth to that. What is the 20% that will give you the 80% most productivity and most return on that time? I think it's hard to figure out what that is. There's a lot of testing and trial and error in that, and you will eventually get there. But you have to monitor it. You have to measure it and manage it. You can't manage what you don't measure and what you don't track. So you've got to track your money. If you know you make X amount per month and your cost is Y, you want to make sure that that Y is less than the X, so that you have breathing room. Margin, that's a good way to put it. Margin is breathing room. It allows you to have some excess money, excess time, excess. That's what we're looking for, so that that excess can be used in ways that rejuvenate you, fill your bucket, allow you to get more out of your day, make sure you get the sleep you need, the time alone, the time to meditate, the productive time. When is your productive time? What parts of the day is it morning, noon, afternoon, or even evening? You have to know that. You have to measure that. And the more you try to measure it, the more you're going to have some accuracy in those measurements. It doesn't happen overnight, but you have to be very deliberate about it. You have to be very focused about it, and you have to make sure that you understand where your time's spent, just like you need to understand where your money's spent. Keep margin in your life. It will give you more peace, more rest, less anxiety, and less stress. God bless you, and have a good day.